Hi students, we are talking about our next topic, that is secondary structure. The thread of the primary protein is folded in the form of alpha helix. The alpha helix is stabilized by hydrogen bonds between oxygen of the carboxylic group of one amino acid residue and NH group of next fourth amino acid residue, that is keratin. Secondary structure: two or more polypeptide chains get interconnected by hydrogen bond. Adjacent strand of polypeptide may run in the same direction or in the opposite direction. Example, silk fiber. In proteins, only right-handed helix are observed. The polypeptide chain curls. The protein is more distended and longitudinally by action of hydrogen bond forms a zigzag hydrogen bond forming a shaped protein structure known as a spiral or helix. Now, difference between alpha and beta structure of protein. This is alpha, beta. The polypeptide chain curls longitudinally by the action of hydrogen bond forming a spiral, and here the protein is more distended and hydrogen bond forms a zigzag shape structure. It is highly compact and rigid, that is alpha structure, and it is less compact and rigid. And alpha helix, it is always antiparallel and it can either be parallel or antiparallel. Now, tertiary structure of protein. There is bending and folding of various types of form a hollow woolen ball like spheres, rods or fibers. Tertiary structure is stabilized by several types of bonds, hydrogen bond, ionic bond, etc. It gives information about three-dimensional conformation of protein. Example, myoglobin. Tertiary structure is helpful for many biological activities of protein. Now we will see here diagram. This is secondary structure, this is tertiary structure. Now, quaternary structure. Certain protein consists of an assembly of more than one polypeptide or subunits. Thus, the individual polypeptide or subunits are arranged with respect to one another. Example, hemoglobin, lactic acid, dehydrogenase enzyme, etc. This type of structure is found only in the oligomeric proteins. Now, structure of hemoglobin. An adult human hemoglobin is an iron containing pigment that acts as an oxygen carrier. It has a quaternary structure because it is made up of 4 monomeric subunits, each about the size of many normal individual protein. Each subunit has its own tertiary structure and is identical to each other. Hence, 2 subunits of alpha type and 2 subunits of beta type together constitute the human hemoglobin. Insulin is another example of protein having quaternary structure. Type of protein. Proteins are classified on the basis of shape, chemical composition and function. Accordingly, on the basis of shape, there are 2 main types, that is fibrous protein and globular protein. Fibrous protein. The protein have spiral secondary polypeptide chains and wound around each other in the order to form fibers. These are insoluble in water generally but soluble in concentrated acid, alkyls and salt. Globular. They are rounded in shape and generally soluble in water and in dilute acid, alkali, salts. Example, egg hemoglobin, egg albumin or serum globulin. Now, function of protein. Proteins have various basic functions in the living organism as follows. Help in the transportation of nutrient across the cell membrane by acting as protein transporter. Helps in fighting with infectious organism. These are helpful in movement of muscles. Example, myosin and actin. Helps in maintenance of pH. Regulation of volume of body fluids. Helps at the time of injury in blood clotting and act as antibodies and provide immunity. Helps in growth and repair of body tissues. Some protein function as hormone and some function as enzyme and catalyze the reaction. Now, denaturation of proteins. When proteins are exposed to extreme change in the pH, acids or temperature, the weak bonds holding the tertiary and quaternary structure get disrupted so that the protein unfold into primary structure. This unfolding is known as denaturation of protein or loss of its functioning. Denaturation is not strong enough to break peptide bond, thus primary structure remain unaffected. A denatured protein may spontaneously refold into its original structure when suitable conditions are re-provided. This is called renaturation. Today, whatever I have taught you, I am sending you its PDF. Thank you.